Wait, where'd you go?
I don't know. Yours says it paused.
1 second.
There we go.
And we're live here. You're joining in on the Sarge sessions with Patrick McCarthy, and luckily today we are joined by none other than Forrest Bailey.
Hello, all.
How are we doing? So I've kind of, the baseline for these kind of has basically been is going for everybody, you know, simplistic stuff. And yeah, exactly. Like, you know, how has quarantine been for you?
Let's see. Quarantine has been pretty chill. Just trying to stay busy, stay sane, you know, like it sucks. This is the time of year when I kind of like get to just work for fun and hang out with a ton of friends, and that's kind of been canceled. Hanging out around the house, cooking a ton of food, getting all the house projects going, just kind of working on graphics and trying to skate when I can, when the weather provides. So it hasn't been so bad, but it's definitely, you know, bummer to miss the spring, you know, snowboarding, but no complaints really.
Totally, dude. How's the, like, what kind of has the food situation been like? Do you do like a big run? Yeah.
Exactly. Like we'll do a big shop each week, or once a week, and just pick out something. There's like so many good restaurants in Portland that are like still trying to survive, and it's nice to be able to support some, like, you know, not doing it every night, you know, but it gets tiring just like when we're so used to going out on a regular basis to just like, you know, spend all that extra time cooking all our food and doing all the cleanup and preparing stuff. Yeah, just cooking at home and chilling at home as much as possible.
Awesome. And then, so this year you were working on your project, Stop Talking. I got to come out with you guys a little bit. Do you want to run me in a little bit behind what's going on with that?
Yeah, basically, like, we're just editing right now, trying to just finish it up. We were hoping to do a couple more trips winter, but it just seems like we're going to just take what we got this winter and just make the best we can with it. And I'm really stoked on how it's looking so far. And yeah, it was awesome to get up to Baker, just trying to like, you know, we don't have any huge budget, so it's just and making the best out of it, you know. And then obviously, you know, this winter was cut a little short, and on top of that, I had a little injury that took me out for a few weeks. But for the most part, I'm pretty excited to put it out. So I think we're sitting pretty good in the scheme of things. So
that's awesome. And I was kind of thinking about it this morning, a little my own research, and kind of shot you a little text message. But so is this really, you've been on 686 for 12 years, is what we kind of figured out, right?
I feel like I probably started getting boxes maybe even like 13 years ago. Deal and started coming on team trips with you probably that next year. So yeah, 12 years of being with the brand. And yeah, you hit me up this morning, just like, I was like, damn, like that's crazy. That's like a long time.
Yeah. Do you remember like any of the very first team trips that we went on? And you know, what was that like when we first started to hang out a little bit?
It was pretty funny. Like the crew was so different. Like I remember it was like we went to Colorado for a spring shoot, and it was like you, me, Louis Vito, Derek Dennison, like Nick Visconti. Like we had such a like different crew than we have now, you know.
Totally.
And it's just crazy to see how the brand has changed and evolved like over the years, you know, like 12 years later, you know, we're here, and like I feel like the gear has gotten like so much better, and like the whole like vibe of the brand has changed a lot. And yeah, it's just pretty incredible to have like, you know, stuck with the same brand for that long and just still be able to do what we love to do and be involved, you know.
It kind of seems like you're that way with a lot of your sponsorships, you know. It seems like you've been that same amount of time and length with GNU as well. So I think that always speaks a lot about a person's character when people want to stick with them.
I feel like I was super blessed to just like be supported by the right brands at a young age, and just like, I'm not trying to shop around. I want to build my career with these brands and just continue to be able to like do what I love to do, and keep positive relationships, you know, and just, you know, hopefully I can keep doing it for a long time to come still, because I'm still only 28 years old, and I feel not very much different from 12 years ago when I started doing this. You know, I don't feel like I'm getting older, and I don't feel like I'm slowing down anytime soon. So
no, not at all.
Because I remember like some of those first trips, like we probably went on like a few trips as team members together before then all of a sudden you were like not my boss, like my boss, but like, you know, it's funny to see like we've been able to keep our friendship going through this brand for 12 years. Like,
yeah, so for awesome. Sure. I remember, those first early trips are so fun, and you know, just rotating through the gear and all the like funny humor and like cracking on everybody and stuff. I definitely remember some funny moments.
Oh my God, yeah, partying. And I was just, you know, the young kid sneaking into the bars and just we're getting turned up and having fun. And then, you've been like an older brother, like a father figure to me, you know, like helping me go through the process of buying my first home, and like the last 12 years, like so much has happened, you know, and you've always been there right by my side to give me advice and be the go-to guy. So it's
for
sure pretty incredible that it's like 686 is a brand, but it's also like you're like family, you know. It's like and we were able to meet through this brand, so it's pretty incredible.
Yeah. No, that's really cool. Don't you forget about all that. I was going to ask you also, I've been kind of noticing on your story that you've been getting into sculpture, and some of the people out there in the world want to know, is getting into more sculpture part of where you want to take your art?
I really do. Like, I just am trying to figure out the right ways in which to do so. I definitely follow a lot of artists that are doing stuff with wood sculptures, carving wood, and then into like soapstone stuff. And I've been just playing with a couple different mediums, trying to figure out the best way to do it. And then my girlfriend makes pottery, so we've got a wheel in the basement, and I'd like to start doing some pottery sculptures as well. And I just want to continue to learn about all the different forms in which I can turn my characters and my creative style into like more three-dimensional beings, you know?
Really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had so every session that I do this, I post on my Instagram and see if any of my followers have any questions for you. So we got one here from @JP Mini Bike. So shout out Jake Price. He's a good buddy. He says, who are some artists that are inspiring you right now? Is there anyone that...
There's a lot, yeah. Like Instagram is such a cool tool to be able to like follow art and like people's like everyday, you know, development of art. And there's a lot of cool painters. One of my favorite local painters is this guy Dave Ween, who's from Vermont, and he actually makes some incredible wooden sculptures. That's more local, but I definitely just love to like find new art and just follow a ton of different people, you know. And I guess in the early days I was obviously like into like the classic, you know, like Picasso, Matisse, you know, like as a kid. And now it's more like there's so much incredible artwork out there right now, and it's like it's just cool to like find someone that you've never heard of and just, you know, be so inspired by the work that they're making. So it's pretty all over the board. But yeah, David Ween, this girl Rachel Hayden makes really cool paintings. Danny Fox makes really nice paintings. I love my friend Niels' work, and he's in our video that we've been making this winter. And it's really cool to see people who are doing multiple things, not just painting, but also making music and also skateboarding and snowboarding, and like how that all plays into each other and affects each other. So yeah, a lot of talented people out there.
Awesome. And then, so yeah, one of the other questions from a viewer was, does snowboarding or skateboarding influence your art at all? That's kind of like just going along with exactly what you just said. There's definitely an element.
I mean, it does for sure, but I also like to separate the two as well. I'm not the type drawing like landscapes of mountains or characters skateboarding or something like that. It's like, I think it does and it doesn't, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah.
Then I got one from George Caval, a shout out.
Yeah, George.
He says, how has your process or journey in art development changed over the years?
That's a good question. I guess as when I first started making more paintings, it was more just like loose and just in the moment. And now I feel like I'm more often trying to like plan a painting before I even start, and kind of have a pretty dialed goal of what I want it to look like. But then, of course, when you start, it's always changing in little ways as you're working on it, Mm-hmm. But definitely more like concepting. As I get older, I'm more concepting paintings as much as I can before I start working on them. And that for me is like a lot of doodling. Like I'm doodling like every single day. I'm drawing and forming ideas in which I want to eventually turn into paintings. But lately, I just haven't been painting at all, so I need to get on it,
Yep. Cool.
On board graphics, it's the season where like the new graphics are due, in another month, and then I've been working on some skateboard graphics for my friend's brand, The Warble, down in Los Angeles. A bunch of kids I grew up skateboarding with in Vermont that now live in LA. So I'm gonna design 3 new board graphics for them that will come out next fall. And yeah, just like constantly being hit up by people to just do random little paint or drawing work, which is like hopefully where I see my career continuing to go post snowboarding,
Really cool. One last one from the viewers is from Jet Ski White. Parker White wants to know, how come you let your rap chat fall off so hard?
Oh my God, rap chat, man. That is a good question. I don't know, it's just, times change. I need to get back on my rap chat game, back on my freestyling game.
Yeah, and so what was it like this year? We spent some pretty special days this season out riding Mount Baker together with Parker White, and we kind of had the little crew going, me, you, and Parker for a bit, and it just seemed like a really special thing since you guys grew up together and like we've known each other for so long. But there was a pretty epic crew dynamic for a little bit there, don't you think?
Exactly. Like basically, like when Parker got on 686, it was like so cool because we had always dreamed, like we're like, wow, we finally get to do like what we dreamed about doing as kids. Like we were skating and snowboarding / skiing together when we were like 13 to 15 years old, like all the time, And then eventually our careers kind of took off and our paths kind of, veer away from each other, and we're just doing our own thing. And then finally, as we get a little older, we're able to just like get back together and relive all those, it's like me and Parker get together and just like nothing has ever changed. We're still like those 14-year-old kids who are just like so excited to be doing whatever we're doing together because we had so many good times as kids. And I hope that we can meet up and do a lot more of that in the future. Yeah.
Exactly, man. Yeah, that was.
Mount Baker this winter was incredible. So thankful for those good storm cycles we got, and I really just want to get back in the mountains more in the future.
Yeah, we made the most of it while we had the opportunity for sure, and that's like all you can really ask for, right?
Exactly. Yeah, like so so stoked on how things went this winter, and really excited to make this video and then just start fresh again every winter. It's just like I was hoping to turn this into another year, but it just feels right to just put out what we got because it's good stuff, and then start over again, another blank canvas, and start grinding on a new project, whatever that may be.
And so for the viewers, it's at Stop Talking.
I actually changed it recently because partially because of the pandemic too, but I've kind of just been like, it's Stop Corporations now.
Okay.
So nice. I changed it, but the video is going to be called Quiet.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, but it's just like more of a creative outlet, another creative outlet. But I'm hopefully going to be making some clothes and a little book to go along with it as well. So
sweet.
Should be good.
Awesome, dude. Well, thanks for joining Sarge sessions today and wrapping out, and for all the years of friendship. And man, I wish we could get back in the mountains together, but hopefully, maybe we can get a hood session in or something like that as the things seem to get better.
Yeah, we'll be back in no time. I don't doubt it.
Nice. Well, thank you very much, brother.
Yeah,
All right.
Talk to you soon. All right, peace.